My name is Charles Hemingway. I am on the board of directors for Spectrum, and I work in the childcare industry. In my free time, I do reenacting. I'm a historical reenactor. I portray the 2nd Vermont. I love my mother, and I would do anything for my mom, but she wasn't ready to have one kid, let alone 2 kids. My aunt would, for the most part, stay home at night and take care of us because my mom was always out partying. And on the off chance that my mom would say, hey, I'll stay home tonight, you go out, you enjoy your life, because they were both young. My mom would end up sneaking out, and I'd wake up to my aunt's kid crying, and I'm 6, 7 years old. This child is 2, maybe 3. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong there. I'm trying to find a mom. I'm trying to find my aunt. It was a difficult time. It was hard to understand what exactly was going on. Later in life, I learned that my mom had overdosed, and that's what led to my aunt calling the state. At most, I was 8.5 at that time. I was still in 2nd grade, so I was too young to really understand what was happening. I was adopted by my aunt. For the first few years, things were great between us, but as I got older, our relationship started getting a lot rockier. I was overweight for a kid. I wasn't allowed to have junk food. I wasn't allowed to have soda. If I wanted to do sports, I had to find my own rides. Up until I was 18, I had a bedtime of 9 o'clock. I was held under much stricter rules. I think it was about 17 that I started thinking I wanted to move out. So I started talking to one of the guidance counselors at CVU about options that I could do. And my aunt and I got into a major argument that night when I got home. I kind of told her that she couldn't tell me what to do anymore. She told me to pack my things. I stayed with a friend for a month, and then my guidance counselor at CVU was like, look, we got you a position at Spectrum. And then I stayed with Spectrum for 3 years, I think, before I moved home. They were very motivational for me. They would make sure that I was doing all right, that I wasn't getting myself overwhelmed. If I needed help with homework and they could help me, they would. And I owe a lot to the Spectrum staff at the time as well, because without their support, I don't know if I would have ever graduated. They were a big part of my life at that time. A lot of what Spectrum helped me with relates to the working industry, honestly. They prepared me for life outside of high school. They helped me get my first job. They helped me learn how to communicate with my bosses. I was one of the first employees for Detail Works. A lot of what Spectrum taught me was self-survival, I would call it. How to live on my own and take care of myself. I used to be deathly afraid of confrontation. Anytime somebody would get mad, anytime somebody would raise their tone even a little bit to me, I would back down. But it was Spectrum who helped me through that and helped me find my voice. And now I get to be that voice for other kids who don't have their voice yet. These kids are coming from homes where they've been on their own basically this entire time, or homes where they might have been abused, or they don't want adults telling them how to live their life. So having somebody that can speak for them like that is a major help. It means more than I can put into words to know that I can actually give back and to the community that helped get me to where I am. Thank you for being the people that believes in us. Thank you for being our hope, and thank you for giving us a chance to find a better life for ourselves.